That's a nice fish. Nice. Look at that one. Oh, yes, sir. This is on the Ike's missile jig. It's a new little flipping jig he came out with. Solid fish. Very solid fish. Just a beauty. Very pretty fish. Get the sun on them. Awesome. Awesome. Nice, healthy fish. All right. On the little Ike's missile flipping jig there with the Rage Crawl trailer. Getting it done. Getting it done. Oh, what the hell? Big fish. Another nice fish. I was stuck. He got me stuck into something. Nice. Look at that one. Golly. Ow. Another solid fish. On the jig, baby. On the jig. Nice. Get him in the sunlight there. You can see the stripe there. He's got the distinct bass stripe. Pretty fish, a little skinny, but beauty. All right, guys. Let's get him back in here. Thanks, brother. Man. 2 quality fish right there. Very impressed with this jig so far. Okay guys, well, I've walked quite a ways. I've had one bite flipping, but unfortunately that's been it so far. I was just gonna kind of go over something I think that many fishermen go through as we progress and learn more, and that's figuring out how to hone in on a certain technique and really fish it to the best of your ability. I think one of the best ways to do that, obviously, is to fish it. So for instance, you know, if you're going to go to your local pond or bayou and you decide, well, you know what, I want to get better at topwater fishing. Well, leave your crankbaits at home, leave your soft baits at home, and just bring topwaters. Now, I know that can be really hard, especially if you know the fish are feeding on a certain pattern, but it's one of those things where even if you don't catch anything on topwater that day, you're going to learn something. And for instance, today, all I brought with me was jigs and flipping baits. I have 0 hard baits with me. I don't have any crankbaits, no topwaters. I don't even have any swim baits with me. All I brought today was jigs, weights, and hooks, you know, for flipping mats and brush piles. And I'll show you guys a little bit of what I brought today, just so you get an idea. So really all I've got, you know, I've got like, you know, a nice football jig here, a couple finesse jigs, one little bit heavier one to flip with if I feel like it, and really that's it. You know, I've got some extra trailers and in my tackle bag, so you don't think I'm lying to you. My only other box here just has weights in it and a couple spare trailers right there. So like I said, it's one of those things, you know, one of my things I really want to get better at is fishing with jigs. It's one of the top bass fishing baits, as most of us probably know, you know, from watching shows and YouTube videos. It's a big fish bait for sure, and it's something I want to get better with, and I already love to flip for bass. It's one of my favorite things to do. So that's really what I'm doing today, focusing on that in jigs. And one of the hard things today too is that there are bass busting shad all up and down the bayou. And you know, if I just had a crankbait, I could probably catch a few, but even still, you know, I'm really trying to target bigger fish this year, and that's another reason I'm trying to get better at jigs, and I'm also flipping, because most of my biggest fish have come from flipping. So it's, you know, kind of one of those things. If you want to get better with something, sometimes it's hard, but you got to leave that other stuff at home. Same thing when I was learning to fly fish. I only took my fly rod. I didn't take another rod with me. If I wanted to catch fish, I had to figure out how to use that fly rod properly, and now I'm pretty decent with it. So it's like I said, it can be tough to leave your go-to baits at home, especially the ones you trust in and that you know catch fish. It's very hard, but you want to get better with those other baits and really learn how to use them and how not to use them, and things of that nature. It's one of those things, you got to leave the other stuff at home and bring the other stuff with you. So hopefully that's a helpful tip. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe you guys have a different way that you learn with baits and practice, but that's one of the things I do out here on the bayou. If I want to get better with something, is I leave my other stuff at home and just bring those certain baits with me. So try to get some fish, so stay tuned.